Welcome to Alpha and Omega Outdoors. The titanium dive knife. A spearfishing necessity. Some disciplines require more equipment than others. One of the attractions of freediving is that you do not need much to get started. But one piece of kit that is often overlooked is the dive knife. To some divers, it's not really a priority. However, investing in a good quality dive knife is essential. And if you're going to invest in one, it is worth spending the extra to buy a titanium dive knife. Why carry a titanium dive knife? Defense. Most divers will never encounter monsters from the deep, and be forced to grapple with them in a fight to the death. Attacks do happen, but they are extremely rare. In some cases, a knife has been used to successfully fend off such an attack. Having said that, the feel of a solid blade strapped to your arm or leg during your dive does give you a sense of protection. You know it is there if or when you need it. Remember though, the best thing to do is to avoid such a situation if at all possible. Safety. One of the most important factors of any form of diving is safety. Anyone who has been on a dive and suddenly found themselves tangled in kelp will know that sense of panic that threatens to overwhelm them. Likewise, discarded fishing lines, ropes, and nets can present a serious problem to humans as well as aquatic life in general. In both circumstances, divers have tragically lost their lives, being unable to free themselves in time. A good, sharp titanium dive knife could free you from a situation like this in seconds. And if you do spot a sea creature struggling in one of the growing numbers of discarded fishing lines that blight our shores, be sure to set them free. Communication. It may seem an odd one, but potentially life-saving. Underwater communication is notoriously difficult. A sharp rap on a metal surface, such as an oxygen tank, with a metal blade makes enough noise to get someone's attention. A quick, clean kill. For spearos, dispatching your freshly caught prey is an ethical and humane thing to do. Most spearfishers will not relish the thought of prolonging the pain and suffering of any creature. A sharp knife is essential for this task. This means that the knife will need a sharp tip. Why should I get a titanium dive knife? The debate as to whether titanium or stainless steel blades are best has been raging for many a year. Almost as long as the one as to whether you need a knife at all. To be fair, most of the good quality stainless steel knives out there are just fine. They do the job when required. So why would anyone pay more for a titanium knife? Strength. Most people who are reluctant to invest in a titanium dive knife are basing their opinion on the fact that it is more brittle than steel. And this is true. But these knives are made from titanium alloy. In this form, the titanium is far stronger, taking all the best qualities of the other metals to produce a greatly improved material. The flexibility of the end product makes them less likely to break than a steel one. Rust-proof. As it contains little or no carbon, which reacts with seawater to cause oxidization, it is completely resistant to corrosion and will never rust, and therefore requires less maintenance. Lightweight. When you're underwater and in a potentially dangerous situation, you don't want to be fumbling with a heavy piece of razor-sharp metal. Titanium dive knives are up to 60% lighter than their stainless steel counterparts. Sharpness. A touchy subject when it comes to the titanium versus stainless steel argument. High-grade steel helps in the fight against corrosion that loses its edge quickly and needs regular sharpening. Knives with higher iron content keep their edge longer but are prone to rust. Titanium knives, however, are essentially rust-proof. Opinions vary as to their sharpness, but most people feel that you can never get them as sharp as steel. Most will be wickedly sharp when you buy them and will stay that way for years, though a lot will depend on use. If they do require sharpening, it is probably best to get it done professionally. You can tackle the job yourself, using a diamond rod sharpener, for example, but there's a fair chance you'll do more harm than good. In conclusion, a dive knife is regarded by most responsible divers as a vital piece of equipment. It is no exaggeration to say that your life, or that of your dive buddy, could depend on it. You need one that is reliable, sharp, easy to use, and easy to maintain. For all these reasons, a titanium dive knife is ideal. Thanks for watching.